For the past 5 days at the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, it has been celebration galore. We made it like this because we really want to celebrate. Why am I saying this? We've never witnessed things like this at the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps since the inception of this corps. And that's why we give all praise and adoration to the Most High for making this happen at the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps. Before, they call us Guguru Defense and so many funny names. But we thank God today, they call us come to stay. We give kudos to our great leaders, talking about the founding fathers of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, from the days of Baba Buluri to the days of Abdullahi Ghana, and now to our super duper Commandant General Dr. Hamid Abubakar Howdy, MNI UFR. We can see it has been from one success story to another. And that's why we're happy that God has given us such a leader, and things are happening here live at the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps because it has never happened before. So we thank God for that. No wonder one notable scholar stated, and I quote, that the function of a leadership is to produce more leaders and not to produce followers. And this is what our Commandant General is doing here at the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps. Even the good book stated in the book of Psalm 78, verse 72, it says, He hears for them with a true heart and lead them with skillful hands. That is what our Commandant General has been doing for us. And to back it up with the saying of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in one of his hadiths, he stated that Muslim leaders to be servant leaders. And you can see we have this in our Commandant General. Most time when he's addressing his BCG, he will say, my bosses, and you can see the example. And he says, verily, each of you is a shepherd, and each of you is responsible for the well-being of his flocks. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, officers and men of the call, it is on this note I welcome you to the grand finale of the decoration of senior officers at the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps. We're glad you are here today, and we're happy things like this is happening at time. Because you take your time to be here, please, a big round of applause for yourself. Before we go into the program proper, let's quickly recognize the presence of some of our dignitaries on the high table. We have in our midst the Honorable Minister of State Environment, Honorable Dr. Isaac Kunle Salako, represented by the Conservator General, National Park Service, Dr. Ibrahim Musa Goni. A big round of applause for him. Thank you very much. I would like to introduce someone I'm excited to hype anytime I'm opportune to handle the mic. He's my father, my role model, a gift God has given to us at a time like this. A man that has come to rejig, to reform, to reposition and to restructure NSCDC. A cerebral administrator. He happened to be one of the few people that fought for the gestation of the corps that we all are enjoying today. A security expert that has created a need for himself in the security architecture of this country. I'm expected to give my Commandant General a round of applause. And talking about this great man, his role in the security architecture of this country is already a public knowledge. And he's not just a Commandant General, an associate professor that has written over 45 journals and 18 books to his credit. I call him a catalyst of positive change and pillar of strength to the national security. I'm talking about the third substantive Commandant General, Dr. Hamid Abubakar Howdy, MNI UFR. Sitting beside the Commandant General is an Amazon. She also is a learned. She's written over 30 publications in scientific journals. She's once the Commissioner for Health in Osun State, daughter of a great man, talking about Chief Adebisi Akande, talking about the former governor of Osun State between 1999 to 2003. I'm talking about Dr. Temitope Akande Ilori, Director General of the National Agency for the Control of AIDS. You're welcome. In our midst this morning, we're having AIG Ahmed Amani, in charge of Administration Department, Force Headquarters. You're welcome, sir. Also recognize the presence of a great man. He's a public policy analyst, and he happens to be one of the great leaders we're having here in Nigeria today. AIG. That's what they give me. I was thinking that. Don't worry. I don't think so. I'm talking about a great man. He happened to be one of the few people that I like so early this morning. Yes, I'm talking about Senator Babajide Christopher Omoworare. He happened to be the 8th night Senate Speaker, 1999 to 2007, the special advisor to the then President Buhari on NAF matters. We welcome you, sir. Okay. Please, the AIG, wherever you are, we want you to be on the I table. Also in our midst this morning is Honorable Akinfolari Mayowa, Member House of Representatives, Odigbo Ileoluji Okeigbo Federal Constituency. We recognize your presence, sir. We also recognize the presence of Leonard. You know, whenever we have an associate professor, definitely we have some professors to be in our midst. First, let me introduce the chief consultant to NSCDC. That's what I'm doing, yeah. He happens to be consultant to this great organization. I'm talking about Professor Theo Frederick Temba. A big round of applause for him, please. We have in our midst Dr. Dauda Ageni, the National Finance Secretary, Association of Licensed Private Security Practitioners in our midst. You're welcome, sir. And in our midst this morning, we are having the President of the Association of Licensed Private Security Practitioners of Nigeria, ASPEN, the President in our midst. I'm talking about Dr. Chris Adigwe. We'll be introducing our dignitaries as they roll in. Here at the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, we're having our DCGs in our midst. Let me first start by introducing the two IC to the Commandant General, and at the same time, the DCG in charge of intelligence and investigation. I'm talking about DCG Nnamdi Nwunye. You're welcome, sir. Also in our midst this morning, we're having the DCG Technical Service, DCG Zakari Ibrahim Ningi, FDC. We recognize the presence of the DCG in charge of crisis management, DCG Pedro Ideba Awili. And recognize the presence of the DCG Sinai, talking about critical national assets and infrastructure, DCG Ahmed Lawal Aruna, FDC. The DCG operations is also in our midst, DCG Philip Ayuba. We recognize your presence, sir. Also in our midst this morning is the DLS in person of DD Sweet Adesua Okundai. We recognize your presence, ma'am. We have lots of ACGs in the house, but because of our time, we won't be able to take all their names. Please, all the ACGs, the old and the new, please, we'd like you to stand up for recognition. A big round of applause for them, please. Thank you. Also, I'm aware we're having someone in our midst, Dr. Umar D. Duhu. He happens to be the head Competition and Consumer Protection Tribunal. A big round of applause for him, please. Doctor, please stand up for recognition. They just brought this to me now. Please, we would like you to, okay. Thank you very much. So, I would like to recognize the presence of all the old commandants and the new commandants in the house. Please stand up for recognition. And as they are doing that, a big round of applause for them, please. Thank you very much. You may be seated. We recognize all our officers and men of the call, our royal fathers here in our midst, spiritual fathers, officers and men of the call, all protocol duly observed. My name is Babawali Afolabi, the National PRO, Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps. At this juncture, let me call on the 2IC to the Commandant General to come and give the welcome address. A big round of applause for him, please.